Hey guys, since many of you were asking me how I practice my aim and mechanics, I have finally decided to make a specific video about it. The video is going to be separated in sections. First, we will take a look of how my aim looked like when I had low hours in game. Then, we will take a look of what gear I use, plus my grip style. And after that, I will show you all the workshop maps that I currently use and go in depth in every single one of them. And last but not least, we will get into the online part, which is Deathmatch, Retakes, KZ and stuff like that. And I will add one extra tip at the end. Everything I'm gonna mention in this video is going to be in the description. Links, workshop maps, Deathmatch servers, etc. Let's get right into it. First, we will be looking into how I started. Back when I had 1 to 2k hours in the game, my aim used to look more smooth rather than being flicky. I found these old clips of me warming up, so you can tell the difference by just watching. In these clips, I used to be 2.6k elo on Faceit, top 12k EU back in 2019. My aim routine was very simple. I used to hop on aimbots, do 100 kills with Deagle, 100 kills AK, just to get that grip going on. And I used to do a lot of deathmatch. I used to spend hours of practicing to end up playing 1 or 2 matches only. Back then, my goal was to rank up as fast as possible. And honestly, getting Faceit level 10 with 1k hours was a really good achievement. You can clearly tell that my tracking was good, but there was no crispiness and my aim had no flicky style at all, unlike what it looks like right now. Guys, I'm showing you this part because some players have like really low amount of hours and they can't understand how to get the same aim. I think it's just kind of like developing method, that your aim is gonna change over time, like by time. This is what happened to me at least. Now let's get into the important stuff. The mouse that I use is called Zowie FK2. I use a bungee for it since it's not a wireless mouse. And now, my mouse grip. It is more like a glow grip, I guess, but it's tilted a bit to the right. I hold my mouse really tight, like as tight as I could. My index and middle finger aren't included in the grip. They don't even touch the mouse. They're only for clicking. The rest 3 fingers are the only fingers that are holding it. For the keyboard, I'm currently using the yprac Alloy Origins Core red switches. And as you can see, I don't even play with the tilted keyboard. And now, for the actual aim routine. I start with a map called csgohub. This map has many features and I highly recommend it for warm-up. I basically start with the normal range mode. I just start moving around, spraying, tapping, spray transfer, flicking, pretty much everything. It's basically a check on how my aim feels like. As you can see, I also try to wide swing and shoot, and I do many different types of strafing. Next, I switch to shuffle mode. This mode is really good for tracking and warming up my mechanics overall. I try to move as much as possible while shooting. I also switch between the guns, AK, AWP, USP, Deagle. This mode feels like a free zone for me to do whatever I want, with a variety of angles and shooting range. Next one is yprac Inferno. I used to play this map a lot in 2020. At the start, I just choose my guns and go defense practice mode. The bots basically spawn randomly around B side, and they have no pattern of peeking. They are completely random, and killing them requires some focus. It's a good way to warm up my reactions and reflexes, because they peek from multiple angles. Next is the last offline workshop map, which is called aim_beat. This map is pretty unique, because I spawn alone versus 5 expert bots that are somehow smart enough to kill me instantly if I do a single mistake. It puts me under pressure and forces me to improve my first shot accuracy drastically. I will automatically tend to do more one-taps and switch to spraying when needed. It will also improve my peeking. At first, it's always a struggle figuring out how to peek them. In the next clip, you will see how snappier my aim and reaction got after playing this map for a while.
Close.
That feeling of flicking and one-tapping, flicking and spraying and also holding angles while being pushed has never felt as easy as it is after playing this map. It's truly a next level offline practice that you can add to your daily routine. Next is Deathmatch. I don't need to explain much because you already know how Deathmatch works. In this clip, it's a headshot only Deathmatch mode. Many people dislike that mode because you don't get to experience that in real match, but honestly, I feel like it's a great chance to practice my wide swings and one-taps, which is perfect for my aim style. I always tend to tap first then spray after, and headshot only mode actually puts everything in handy. I also focus more on tracking heads only, while running, which is really important to win duels. Deathmatch is probably the most effective way to practice your aim. Workshop maps feel like a warm-up compared to the real practice, which is Deathmatch. Normal mode is by far the most effective way to improve your aim and mechanics. Try to always focus on your first shot accuracy. Don't panic, don't tilt if you die from behind, don't look at your KD. Play the music you prefer in the background and start your practice journey. I never really count how many kills I get. I just stop playing whenever I feel like I'm ready. Lately, since I'm streaming every day, I don't really have much time to practice. And I almost never practice offline. I just do 10 to 15 minutes of warm-up on stream and hop onto a game. But when I feel like my performance fell off and I can't hit my shots for a couple of days, I try to spend more time offline playing Deathmatch and other stuff like Retakes and KZ. I don't really play Retakes anymore, but it actually helped me a lot in early 2020. I started panicking less in clutches, and it improved my overall retaking skills. I know that people in retake play it way differently than an actual match, but playing it for hours every day made me somehow way better at clearing angles while running out of time. It also improved my aggression as a T player in an after-plant situation, by holding or being in some angles that the enemy is not expecting someone to be at. A confidence boost in an after-plant situation that many players panic at. Next is KZ. KZ is actually my chill zone. It's also a good option to improve my movement, and somehow it helps me not getting into a slump. The constant moving and that mouse tracking while b-hopping maintains the feeling of the overall controlling of my character. Long jumps are also a sweet type of practice for my strafing and especially balancing my swings. I don't think KZ helps as much in-game though, but it's definitely a thing that I won't stop doing as long as I'm playing CS. I just simply enjoy it. And last but not least, the most important thing for improving mechanically is your mental and physical health. Feeling good physically and mentally is by far the main thing you need to have in order for you to give your best. Get enough sleep, do some activities. Gym is a perfect option to boost your mental and physical health. Always go for a good type of foods. Don't get used to energy drinks, they always have that side effect of feeling bad after drinking them. Try to replace them with other type of caffeine, such as like coffee for example. Find a way to enjoy other things in life, rather than having CS as an only type of enjoyment. So you could always go to something to cheer you up when you have these bad CS days. For me, I go to gym almost every day. I take night walks sometimes. Find another passion that helps you from falling apart. Focus on self-improvement. It takes one single hard step to get yourself into a positive routine. And by doing it every day, you will find yourself getting used to it. And it will become way easier than what you expect. In the end, it all depends on how badly you want to improve. And yeah, that was it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and found it helpful. Tell me in the comments what type of content do you want me to do next. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to comment. I'm gonna read all of them and try to answer every single one of them. Thank you for watching and have a good day, yeah?